Hello, today I'll teach you how to frame movie posters and large art. There are much better options for large art than there used to be. I'll show you step by step how to frame your movie posters and large art. This video teaches you how to frame your special movie posters and art so they won't be destroyed in storage. This video is for you if you have art or movie posters rolled up to frame. I'm going to set everything up on my dining room table to show you exactly what I do. I'll show you how to check the frame and art size according to recent movie poster sizes, including store-bought or official posters used in theater marquees. Poster printers no longer create posters and art in standard sizes, even for those displayed in theaters. Therefore, you have to be more careful when selecting a frame. I record videos to help you create the home you want using the things you have. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe and click the little bell under this video. The first thing you need to check is your poster or artwork size. As I mentioned before, not all movie posters are the same size. The standard size for a movie poster is supposed to be 27 by 40 inches. Or 68.6 centimeters by 101.6 centimeters. Sometimes these are called one sheets. They are the official posters used to advertise and promote upcoming films. This measurement is different depending on the origin of the poster. For instance, posters from Japan are around 20 by 28.5 inches. German movie posters are around 33 by 46 inches. But then some German posters are 23 by 33 inches. Pay attention to the origin of your artwork or movie poster if you buy it online or from an online auction site. Here in the U.S., there are generally two size options for official posters. The one sheet mentioned before and subway or bus stop posters, which are 40 by 60 inches or 101.6 centimeters by 152.4 centimeters. Within these two categories, there are tons of variations depending on the layout. Even standard size posters can vary from 1 to several inches. Sometimes they are cut unevenly or have a broader margin on one side than the other. Never assume a poster or printed art is the advertised size. Measure it by hand once it arrives, then purchase a frame to match the size. Your one-sheet posters, the ones used on site at movie theaters, are printed on both sides. The rear image is opposite of the front image. This allows the posters to be displayed in lit boxes. The light can penetrate the double image without fading the resolution and graphics on the poster. As a result, you can see what is on the movie poster from the road as you drive by the theater. You must be sure to lay the correct side of the poster facing the clear plastic or glass shield inside the frame. Otherwise, all the text on the poster will be backward. You'll need a frame, a protective clear shield, a backer board, and a way to secure the poster or artwork into the frame. Never tape or glue a poster directly to the backer board. Not even with a temporary adhesive like rubber cement, poster gum, or command strips. The poster can shed the printed ink onto the adhesive and separate from the picture. This will destroy your art or movie poster. Once you have all of your measurements and framing supplies, you can begin framing your movie poster or artwork. I used a very sturdy, large art frame for this project. In the past, I used the less expensive frames. They quickly fell apart and the corners never seemed to stay square. Protecting our favorite art and posters for a lifetime is worth a larger investment. If you use a prepackaged framing kit like me, you'll need to remove the outer shrink wrap packaging and disassemble the framing components. You're going to place your supplies on a flat, clean surface. Bend all the metal tabs on the back of the frame upward. This is hard to do with your finger, so I'm using a flat-edge screwdriver to help me out. Don't bend the tabs up and down several times. They will break off. Remove the frame backboard, then remove the paper display picture that comes with the frame kit. Don't try to pull the clear protective shield from the front of the frame. The manufacturer usually attaches it with a light-duty adhesive. Any slight pulling will break the bond and possibly crack the front. Depending on the size of your poster, it can be framed as is, or it may need to be centered on a mat or background. The framing kit I'm using has an exposed cardboard back piece. This would not look great behind my awesome Disney poster. I must create a solid mat to make everything look more sharp and professional. This wouldn't be an issue if my poster were large enough to cover the backer board. I was initially going to frame my brand new Mufasa, the Lion King poster. After measuring in person, I found I needed to trim the white border to fit the frame properly. This is a sacrifice I am not willing to make. It will devalue the poster. Instead, I'm framing a smaller poster. So, to remedy the problem, I'm creating a mat using 2 black poster boards. If I were trying to preserve the poster for resale, I would use an acid-free option, but this poster is for personal decorative use. Ideally, you would use 1 giant poster rather than 2 smaller ones. I'm using what I have on hand to make what I want. Either way, you can use the thin paper display art that came with the frame as a cutting template for your mat. When planning to mat a poster with 2 poster boards, remember where it will be mounted relative to eye level. The boards will need to overlap a little to cover the entire center. If the poster is hung above eye level, like mine on my stairwell, you must place the top matting behind the bottom. This way it looks seamless when viewed from below. If the poster were being hung at a lower point than eye level, say at the bottom of the stairwell, I would reverse the seam and place the top half of the mat over the bottom. Another tip is to use the same side of the poster board for both halves of the mat. Looking closely, you'll notice a slightly different sheen on each side. You want the sheens to match for a more professional look. Use a builder square or another straight edge to mark and cut your mat halves to size. Now I'm ready to frame my poster and keep it safely displayed. Making sure the correct side is facing down, I gently lay the poster on the clear protective plastic or glass. I measure to make sure it's centered within the frame on all 4 sides. Using my hands, I gently smooth out any trapped air bubbles or creases. Next, I place my mat pieces. I need to consider the mat overlap as viewed from the front of the poster. Once I have everything lined up, I can replace the cardboard back. Before proceeding to the next step, I must ensure that the pre-installed hang tag is oriented correctly. After you're sure everything is oriented correctly, use your flat edge to gently press down each tab. Don't press the metal tabs down so far that they dig into the cardboard backing. They only need to be flush to hold the poster and secure the back. After you've secured all the tabs, carefully flip your frame poster over to double check everything. Using only a microfiber towel, wipe the clear protective front. A great tip is to never use paper towels to clean or dust any type of plastic, vinyl, or plexiglass. They scratch it every time. Hang your framed and mounted large art piece or movie poster with pride. No pun intended. Okay, that could be a little intentional. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the little bell. I'll see you next time. God bless.